Hi everyone, my name's Liam and welcome to my van build series. So today we're going to start off with the respray of the van. We've already done quite a little bit to the van already. You can see those clips in the shorts that I've already posted here on YouTube. However, today we're going to take a quick look at the progress so far. I'm going to insert some time lapses here of the other side that we've already done, and they will show up now. And now I'm going to take you for a quick walk round so you can see exactly what we've done so far. So let's have a quick look. So on this side we've already painted this section here. So as you can see, this section has already been painted. We've got the glass window in the side, tinted obviously because we don't want to see people looking in, and then we've carried on the black all the way down the van to give it the look of a like a coach, to make the window just not quite stand out as much. And then obviously we've done the colour coding up at the top. This was all done outside, okay, so it's not perfect. You can see up here we've got a couple of flies that have landed in the clear coat. There's nothing really you can do about that when you're painting outside and not undercover or in a proper ventilated area. There's another one there. But due to the fact that I went quite heavy on the clear coat, as you can see there's a couple of runs. There's no runs, you're not trying hard enough in my eyes. We will flat that back in a couple of weeks once the whole van is painted, and we will 1000, 1500, and then we will buff and polish, and it will bring out all of the imperfections. If we go over to the other side now, you can see that we already had the base coat laid down, and the reason we had to stop is I had a boo-boo. I'll insert a picture here of me dropping the paint all over the floor. So we actually ran out of black paint. So this is going to be getting done today in black, and then I will clear the whole van. The process is going to be all time lapse, so you'll be able to see it, and it will come shortly after here. I'll insert the time lapse now. So that's the base coat down, all masked up. We've still got probably one more coat of base coat to go down, and then it's pull off all the masking tape about 10-20 minutes later, and then scuff up the blue, and then it's ready for lacquer. This side has got a mark from the previous owner where they crashed it. I mean they hit something with the side of the van. You can see it there. So that'll need a couple more coats, and then possibly flattening down a little bit more just to get it even. But we'll wait for this to dry a little bit more, and then we'll apply a thicker bit in that section, which should hopefully level it out a little bit. Hopefully. We shall see. thank you for tuning in for part 1. As you can see, this side is now done. We've got a tiny bit of orange peel and a couple of runs, but the reason we've got runs is because I went really heavy with the last coat of clear, purely for the reason that I'm doing this outside, and when you do it outside you always pick up little bits and bobs, like little nibs and flies that go into it. Maybe they like the smell, I don't know, but they always seem to land on it. So with that in mind, I decided to go a little bit heavier because I'm going to have to wet sand it and then cut and buff it back. So I want to make sure that I've got enough clear on there that I don't end up going past the base coat and end up having to actually repaint the whole thing again. I'm not a painter, I've just painted quite a few cars because I used to be in drifting, and you break them all the time and you crash things, so you have to paint it yourself because there was no point paying someone else to do it because you were going to do it again the next week. But for the bottom, that's going to be in part 2. So part 2, we're going to be doing the bottom in colour coded Raptor, and that's going to be going up to this sway line right there, and that'll go all the way along the front. You can see that I'm going to end up having to just re-sand back the bottom just to make sure there's no surface rust because it's been left a couple of weeks now. And then in part 3 we will be doing the rear of the van, the same as we've done the sides, and the front of the van. The top of the van will be getting done in Raptor as well, again colour coded. It's just for all the heavy duty areas. If you look down the van, you can see that it sticks out about an inch below this sway line. So when we are travelling in it, the chance of us going down country lanes and stuff like that, and that bottom bit getting scuffed up, is obviously quite high, which is why I've opted to go for the Raptor on the lower half of the van. I chose not to do it black because I think it has better cohesion, can't even say that word. It flows better with the van if we keep it blue. The bumpers will be getting painted Raptor, but they'll be getting painted black Raptor, and the underneath will also be getting painted as well. However, that will probably be black Raptor once I've done CIO, which is from a company called Buzzweld, which has glass bits in it, and it's also a rust prevention as well as rust protection, and then it has a hard layer which is a little bit like Raptor, if not the same as Raptor, it's just smoother. Well, thank you for following. Like and subscribe. Jump over to my Instagram if you want to see daily updates on the stories. But that is it now, because it looks like it's going to rain for the next 3 or 4 days. But the next time we do get a dry spell, then I will be doing either the front or the rear, and also doing the underneath. Cheers guys, see you later.